Hariom, Namaste. Sri Madhvacharya was an Indian philosopher who was born in the 13th century on the west coast of Karnataka. He took sannyasa in his guru was Sri Achyuta Preksha. He studied the holy books of Hindu philosophy, particularly the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Brahma Sutras. Together, these three are called the Prasthanatraya. He commented on these and is credited with 37 works in Sanskrit. His writing style was of extreme brevity and condensed expression. Madhavacharya was the chief proponent of the Dvaita school of Vedanta. Advaita philosophy makes a distinction between the individual soul or the Jivatma and the supreme soul or the Paramatma. According to this, the individual soul is ever dependent on the supreme soul and is never identical. He toured India several times, visiting places such as Bengal, Varanasi, Dwarka, Goa, and Kanyakumari, engaging in philosophical debates and visiting Hindu centers of learning. Established the Krishna Mutt at Udupi with a murti secured from Dwarka, Gujarat in 12,085. Advaita school founded by him influenced Vaishnavism, the Bhakti movement in medieval India, and has been one of the three influential Vedanta philosophies along with Advaita Vedanta and Vishishtadvaita Vedanta. Vedanta philosophy is a little different from the philosophy of Advaita. In Advaita, the Jivatma is considered to be one with the Paramatma, while the Dvaita philosophy makes a distinction between the two. However, the common factor in both is the concept of bhakti or devotion. Both the philosophies give extremely high importance to cultivating bhakti towards the Supreme. Bhakti can be thought of as a combination of love and a deep sense of reverence and surrender to God. Vedanta defines different levels of bhakti. It starts from the simplest form, where one worships God in the form of his favorite deity. Bhakti is often accompanied by a request to God to fulfill a particular need like securing a job or clearing an entrance exam, etc. This form of bhakti is called sakama, ekarupa bhakti. As the devotion grows, the bhakta slowly realizes that everything in this world is God. At this point, the bhakti transforms to Aneka Rupa Bhakti, which is what we learned in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Vishvarupa Darshana Yoga. As it matures further, it becomes even more pure and the bhakti finally transforms to Nishkama Arupa Bhakti, or devotion to the formless God without seeking anything in return. This is considered to be the highest form of bhakti, and those who achieve this are truly blessed. The easiest way to cultivate bhakti is to remember God as often as possible during our day and thank Him for what He has. You can worship God in any form which is dear to us, like Rama, Krishna, Ishvara, Hanuman, or Goddess Saraswati. The more important thing here is to continuously build a sense of reverence and gratitude in our mind for the Lord. We must also remember that whenever we face difficult situations in our life, we must take these as challenges, and must not lose faith and devotion in the Lord. We should remember that with His blessings, we can overcome any hurdle in our path. Once we make it a habit to frequently thank and worship God, this will eventually take us to the highest levels of bhakti, which will give us everlasting peace and joy. Yeah.
Thank you, Akash.